Hey, welcome back everybody to another episode of Modsauce on the OTEGamers.com server. And today we are going to make us some tools before we do anything. I did quite a lot of mining and this pick is cool and everything, but I broke a block right here. I broke up the pick is really nice. It's an amethyst pickaxe. But it only has mining speed 16 because of the silk touch. And because I had to put the auto repair 2 on there. But now that we have some decent power generation, and I'll show you guys why. I doubled the generators because it just couldn't keep up with a couple of these machines running over here, and then the clay production and the grinders. And then, I needed to constantly flip this off when the barrel got full, otherwise the ender pearls spit out. So I just did a little changes here. I changed this here to a deep storage unit instead of a barrel. And I also think that my lag is better overall by removing these two B-space barrels. I'm not sure what's going on with them, but I don't know if I'm gonna use them again, and if, then maybe really far apart. So the only thing that changed here is that this cable now, I moved the chests over one. The ender pearl chest was right here, and I split off the item conduit, and it's running all the way down this way, and then comes up in the back right here into the back of the deep storage unit. And I set up these 8 more ender generators, and there's more conduits back here to distribute the ender pearls. Now let me close this up here. I just kept this open for you guys so you can see what I did here. And now I'm gonna that this, and then just the corner over here. Bam, bam. All right, it's all nicely tucked away, and it's working nicely. But honestly, I do not understand these generators one bit, how they work. This one is always empty. This one, there's some of them that don't ever get touched now, and then in between you have another one that's empty and another one that's full, and the same pretty much up here. There's just such randomness. It doesn't take, like, the first ones are all at the same time, like I'm used to with thermal expansion, for example, the magmatic dynamos, they all kick in at once. It does use less ender pearls this way, but I just don't understand the logic. If anybody knows if there's any logic, please let me know in the comments, and I can let this run all the time. So we almost got 9,000 ender pearls. I don't need to worry about this overflowing or anything. Got a lot of heads here. Okay, and over here you see I started replacing some stuff with deep storage unit. I still have a few pre-made. They're just so cheap to make with with the amount of free ender pearls we have. I actually went over to the blaze farm and got a bunch of blaze rods, and then used the, I don't know what I used, sag mill I think, to get more blaze powder, and we got plenty, so we can make lots and lots of deep storage units, which is really nice. So, but now let's get to what I want to start with this episode, and that is all in here. Ta-da! You guys can guess what I want to make. Now I remember, I think in one of the first episodes I said that I did not want to make Tinker's Constructs my main tools. But honestly, in terms of awesome sauce, there is just no comparison. I know there is the atomic disassembler from Mechanism, but the reason I don't want to make it yet, maybe later on, I don't know, is because I don't want cobble. I want to silk touch when I go mining. I know it reduces the speed a little bit, but I went into a single player world and did all kinds of combinations. For example, amethyst hammerhead, ardite rod, and paper and cobalt, and so on. I could not. It was a lot of work actually in single player. I did all the testing mostly on the pickaxe, and then I wanted to get it down to 1 durability to see how the ardite factors in, because if the stonebound from the ardite, tongue twister. But even with the, I think it's called stonebound, right? Yeah, the one that makes it faster. it still did not come up. Like this pickaxe, the way I made it with all lapis upgrades, and I actually forgot to bring something. We're gonna need 2 diamonds. I'm only gonna upgrade. Well, I got enough right now. I'm only gonna, add the extra modifier to the hammer and the pickaxe because I think these guys with redstone on it will already be so fast that I don't know if I'm gonna even put all redstone on it. I'm gonna have to see. But what I really making these tools for is so I can put redstone flux capacitors. I want to put the flux upgrade so I don't need to wait for the moss to repair anymore, or every once in a while put it in with an amethyst to get it back up. Because I did a lot of mining and I have a lot of excavating to do, and I still do everything manual, and I just want tools that never run out. So that's a lot of power, and I did not go with the resonant ones because that's 10 million, and I remember that 2 million lasting a very long time, and if I start running out of power, I just make myself an elite energy cube and take that with me. Place it down, charge it up on the go. That should work. So I'm gonna put Silky on the hammer and the pickaxe, and in the single player I tried it out. This pick had mining speed 42 when I put all the upgrades on it, and still with Silky mining speed 42, and that is I'm sure I could go faster if you guys know how to make it faster and still be Silk Touch, okay? And yes, I know once we get a Wither Star, we could upgrade it one more time. So if there's any other combination just from the basic materials, plus all redstone and these upgrades, let me know. I'd love to learn it, but I could not find anything else that is faster. Okay, so I'm going to get cracking. I'm going to put together all these tools and then put only on the hammer and the pickaxe for now all redstone. This is almost everything I'm actually cooking up. I had 20 more. All right, so we can put that in there. I had 20 more nether ores redstone. So this is going to be a lot of redstone again. So I should be fine in being able to upgrade this. Okay, but enough babbling. I'm going to get cracking and put all this together, and then I'll show you the weapons when they're done. Or the tools, I should. Look at how awesome these tools look. This is amazing. Look at this pickaxe. Look at this mattock. I forgot to mention earlier that I'm not making an axe and a shovel. I wanted to try if a mattock is gonna be sufficient enough, because it's a shovel and a hoe and an axe, and I want to test if it's good enough for all these tasks as the only tool, because that would be nice having one less tool on your bar. Now look at this monster. Look at this hammer. It looks amazing. Alright, next the excavator, not that special. And the lumber axe looks amazing too. Alright, now I'm not sure what's going on, but when I hover over this, it shows mining speed 34. Maybe I did not have the silk touch on in my test world. But anyway, when I put it into the forge, it shows a mining speed of 68. Does anybody know which of these numbers is right? I don't understand how that works. Anybody know? Please put it down in the comments and let me know. And the mattock turned out with mining speed 3333, or here it shows the same. 3333. Let's see how the hammer looks. It shows 1786, 1786. So what's the deal with the pick? Why does it show different numbers here? Okay, and oh yeah, by the way, I did put full redstone on the excavator and also the mattock. You guys can see 150 and 250. I have a lot of redstone. Might as well use it. The only one I didn't go all the way is with the lumber axe. We still have 3 upgrades there. So let's go outside real quick and test this on the tree farm. And then I'm gonna jump over to the mining world. And test it out on some, I don't know, some mine shaft or whatever I'm gonna dig. Alright, let's use the lumber axe first on our big tree block here. Wow. What was that? 2 swings maybe? Alright, now I'm gonna try out the Maddock here real quick. Does it still work on leaves? No. That's the only thing that the Maddock can't do as well, I think, is leaves. But oh well. I can always pull out the old one if I need to. And, oops, I just planted an oak here. You know what, I set this up later. I don't want to waste your time right now. And I'm gonna hop over to, let's take down this one. Whoa. You kidding me? That is amazing. That is awesome. I can just sprint through here and... Oh, I need to stop. Okay, I had to stop. It didn't do instant. It did this one. That is awesome. I love it. Alright, I'm heading over to the mining world and then I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so I'm in the mining world and look at this. There's some obsidian, so we're gonna try out this pickaxe first. I don't think I've ever mined obsidian this fast ever. Maybe with the atomic disassembler I did. Okay, but now let's go and tear down some of this grass here. It's pretty much one hit. There's no... I can't even run fast enough to keep up with that. Oh, I want to do more. This is so perfect for... This is amazing. I love it. Perfect. And I also wanted to mention I'm upgraded the jetpack to an armored jetpack. Very easy recipe. 2 diamond dust, steel block, 2 bronze, and the jetpack. So now you see we have full armor, which is nice. I still need to enchant the jetpack. There's a way of doing it, which I'm going to show you guys in one of the upcoming episodes, but not today. Let me go down in my mining tunnel. Oh, I can fly now, so I don't need to worry about falling here. I'm going to have to find a spot where I haven't dug yet. Let's just go right here. Alright, let's do the pickaxe first. It's nowhere near insta mining, but it's still very fast. Cool. And now let's see this guy. God, look at this. This is insane. And it's silk touch. Okay? That is incredible. Alright, I want to check here real quick. Now we're already at 1.877. So we took a little bit over 5% of the RF off this. So I do definitely gonna have to take a battery with me if I go mining, because I do tend to go, you know, and a long time, at least an hour at a time, most of the times 2, and that's definitely gonna mean that we're gonna run out of power. Alright guys, anyway, I'm gonna mine a little bit more if I'm already here, and then I'm gonna meet you guys at spawn, and today we're finally gonna build that tower that I was talking about for the nether portal. I want to build that. It bugs me that this project is not done yet. So, alright, see you guys over there. I'm over here at spawn now, where the portal is. This is the block right there is where we spawn on the server. And I wanted to welcome 2 new members, Lord the Tracy and Ricky Ruzi. And those 2 they joined at the same time. They record together and build together, and they set up a little farm again here at spawn. And, well, I'm guessing they're going to be here until they find a spot where they want to move to. They probably have a lot of exploring to do. But, welcome. And over here I put a bed for now, so I can sleep during this recording easier without having to pull out the backpack. It's right here, it's easier. Got my gas tank over, so I can charge the jetpack on the go. And I got a few spare blocks, and I got this golden bag of holding full with everything that I will need for this build. You guys can tell I did a lot of terraforming here. It has very straight edges. It's not very pretty, but I just wanted the area to be flat. And then once this building is done and some paths are laid, and I can, you know, make it look nice in all 4 directions, then I can make the place look more natural, and other players are going to start I believe Renovate said that he's gonna make a nice workshop building. He also has another structure planned at Spawn that I don't want to spoil what it's gonna be. And I'm sure everybody else is eventually gonna start building shops or something around Spawn. But I wanted to build this since I think the third part of the live stream I made something that I thought turned out very ugly, but it did its job in the beginning, just something, not just a portal in the middle of nothing. I flew over to Duranus' base because he has a QED, and these magnum torches now you need to make in a QED. The recipe is the same, you just need a QED to assemble it. We don't have one yet, but I'm sure he doesn't mind that I used his. The magnum torch is eventually going to be hidden somewhere, or I'm going to display it nicer. I'm not sure yet, but it does its job for now. And I'm actually just waiting for the sun to set so I can see how bright this area is for my first time-lapse recording. I have my camera account whitelisted on the server now, and I can bring that in after I'm done here and position it right around here. That should work nicely, and it should be bright enough that I don't need to sleep. But there's a bed here just in case. And yeah, like I said, it's my first time-lapse ever. I've never made one before, so I hope it works out nicely. And it's gonna look the way I envision it. But bear with me if it doesn't turn out the way you guys are used to from other good streamers, how they make time-lapses. Yeah, I think this is bright enough to see, just in case. It's not all the way down. But anyway, so enjoy the time-lapse, and I'll see you guys when the building is done. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little time lapse. I certainly learned a lot from it. And this is what it looks like now. Did a lot of more details and started pulling out the roads from each entrance. Coolest story, I was telling Doranus when I was done building it, I'm like, man, it would be so cool if we had a beacon, because, you know, every spawn needs a beacon. And he's like, alright, coming up. And 30 seconds later, he was here and tossed me one. I thought that was really cool. So, hey, who is this? Must be Lord de Tracy. Okay. Well, anyway, let me know what you guys think of this. I think it turned out pretty cool. There's still a lot to be done, of course. There needs to be gardens and, you know, greenery and some other features, and then the landscape needs to be fixed. And this way over there, I wanna build a bridge, and then possibly, where's the road? Come in here, you know, over to that mainland. And seeing these particle effects right here, man, I gotta find a different way of flying for these time lapses. Those particles got a little annoying, didn't they? So, let me show you guys the inside. Bam. So this is what it looks like on the inside. It was kind of hard hiding these iron blocks, but I think that it pretty good job that way. You can barely tell that they're there just from the side, but that's good enough. And this one is empty, but I just wanted it to be symmetrical because I put the magnum torch down here. I think it looks pretty cool. And yeah, I think it's a nice building for our first building at spawn. And I'm glad that this project is now done, because it was kind of bugging me that we just had this ugly, whatever, structure that was there, and it's gone now. And I'm gonna meet you guys over in the base to show you something that I found. There's a little surprise waiting for me, and I want to see what's in the chest. Doranus dropped off a chest. I haven't looked inside yet, so I want to see what is awaiting us there. Alright, I'll see you guys in a minute. So, I came back home after the time lapse to sort out the inventory and, you know, get a bunch of stuff for the details around the building, and I found this chest here. Oh, that is awesome, because he killed so many withers yesterday and some cursed earth. Ah, that is very cool. I'm very happy about that. Yeah, otherwise, I hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a little different than usually. You know, usually I just do, you know, setting up and tech and so on, trying to automate stuff. But this time I really wanted to build something, and during this whole series I want to build more things. Next on my list of building is upstairs. I want to redo the Botania area, because I want to get deeper into that. There's a few baubles that I would like to make, and we're probably going to make those beginning of the next episode. And then other buildings I want to do at spawn is, I think I mentioned already, bridges across the water, because we're right next to the swamp. And I also want to build a house over there. It's going to be a modern style house. I was watching Renovate's Let's Build series, and he built a really cool modern style house. I think it's called Contemporary. I'm not sure what that means, but it looks modern to me. And it inspired me. I want to build something very modern and slick and clean. And yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And until next time, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.